afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Palisa Tembe, and today's Wednesday edition is all about wellness. So sit back and relax as we can learn how to improve our mental health, our sleep, and our immune systems. All very important amongst the current global pandemic. Another thing we're paying very close special attention to on the show today is all things going down in the Afternoon Express kitchen. So let's head over to Chef Anele and Chef Dumi, who are about to break down what we have today.
Hi everyone. Hi, thank you for joining us again today. On this lovely Wednesday, we're going to be making a delicious winter salad.
And I'm going to make a delicious salad dressing. And because we're spicy, I'm going to spice it up.
I like it.
Yeah.
All things spicy. I'm loving it all, ladies in the kitchen. And if you would love to join us, just head over to our Afternoon Express website and we can have the ingredients and recipe lined up for you. The national lockdown has meant that we have had to adapt to new norms very quickly, which is difficult amongst being pulled in all different directions by our families, all while we have been constrained to the walls of our homes. As a parent, you might need to learn how to prioritize and focus during these stressful times. And we're now joined by Dr. Nogukanya Kanyile to give us some insights on family mental health and some mindful coping strategies. Welcome back, Doc.
Hello, my Woman Crush Wednesday. How are you?
You double charm on this Wednesday. We just started the show, girl. You're making me blush. Thank you so much, but you are my Woman Crush Wednesday and all the people working tirelessly in the healthcare profession.
Thank you so much. So glad to be back.
Now, girl, how can parents center and replenish themselves each day during what's happening? Because it's a lot.
It is, definitely, and thank you so much for bringing up this topic because I think a lot of parents are feeling like they're alone, they're overwhelmed. I mean, having your kids with you on weekends is not the same as having with them every day, having to learn, teach them their schoolwork. You also have to work if you're still currently working from home, and it can be a lot. So it's important to make sure that as a parent, you clear time for work, not just for yourself, but also your kids, time for play, because you as an adult actually need a break every now and then, but also family time, just so that everybody can communicate and share how they're feeling during the stressful time of this coronavirus lockdown.
So how does this look like? You know, how would a mother be able to connect with each of her children and her husband to help them feel safe, seen, soothed, and appreciated?
So as a mom, it's very important that you yourself have your own schedule. So if you're currently working, you know, you can kind of set out a particular time in the day and talk to your family and say, look, you know, mommy has a lot of things to do. One of them includes work, which is very important. Set that time out according to your working hours or according to the demands. When you have that free time, speak to your family and say, okay, today maybe we can watch a movie together. Tomorrow we can spend time in the kitchen cooking together. And I think at night, because kids usually sleep a little bit earlier, you can then make time after that for your partner or your husband at that moment. It's very important to know that these times may change depending on the day, but if you make sure that you have a schedule in your mind, you can kind of work around that, and the kids will definitely fight because you know they don't want to do anything that you say, but enforce it and make sure that they understand why it is important to you.
Okay, I kind of like this idea because we're taking the concept of having a date, things that we used to go out in the world and experience, you know, date day with the kids, date day with Bae. Now we're taking date day to a whole new level. That's brilliant. So
yeah, it's important that you make sure that you have that time individually. And if you can't find that time, just communicate that so that everybody can be involved. And it can kind of be like a problem that the family can solve together.
Brilliant. So in addition to this and their regular jobs, there's a second shift duty as a mother. And you know, this is to help the kids slog through remote lesson plans or keep cooped up young ones occupied and fed, or checking in or, you know, on those aging parents very diligently, all whilst attempting to keep their game faces on at work. So what advice would you have for women that are going through this and, you know, they might be feeling overwhelmed in this current situation?
I think the first thing is to say you are not alone, and it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling at that moment. If you feel like you have all the energy in the world today, run with that. If you're feeling completely exhausted, it's important to know that about yourself, because then you can communicate to your family and your friends that, I'm just feeling a bit run down today. I can't really check up on you, but I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. With your kids, they might not be as understanding as something else. So try and keep them occupied with a game that isn't too intensive for you to also participate in, but you can just supervise them. You can also give them something fun to watch, and you can just sit with them on the couch and share in that interaction as well, so that it's not too high energy, but you're still at least giving them some of the attention that they want. Another tool that I always say to moms is, music. Kids love music, so play music with your kids, watch them dance, have little mini concerts for them. And that's one of the tools that my mom used to do. She used to give us a task to go away, create some kind of creative thing, and come back. And that gave her about an hour to just relax.
You have to put on talent shows is what I'm seeing, Have a full-on talent show in your living room. I'm for it. Talking about dates, you've already spitballed some ideas that we can keep busy with, but how can parents or spouses get their families active, moving their bodies and connecting with nature?
There's so many incredible apps that you can find on your, device's app store, just to be able to get a family activity or even a fitness activity. Things like dancing, things like, workouts that you can do together as a family that involves no equipment necessary. You can also play games such as touches, hide and seek. You can even, make up your own shapes and then draw different things as a family, create pictures and tell stories with one another. That way, everybody's moving, everybody's outside in the sun, getting that good vitamin D that's going to improve your mood, and just having a day where you just have fun outdoors, because staying inside definitely can affect our mood, not just on your own, but as a family.
Totally relatable. Now, when family tensions arise between the children or between the parents and the children, how can the parents get involved, lighten up the mood and get everybody laughing again?
I think it's very important that as parents, we don't stop conflict, because a lot of the time we need to allow that conflict to happen. One, because it teaches your children conflict resolution, but also you're able to see how your children fight, because they might not be there the next time, they're fighting with someone else outside. So you need to see their conflict styles, and you're able to only intervene when it's actually getting out of hand, or they start hurting one another, either with their words or physically. So allow them to resolve the conflict, and if you need to then step in, have a family meeting immediately. Don't wait until the end of the day. I mean, if time allows, you may need to do that, but try and sort it out quickly so that everybody's on the same page and each person has their own time to be able to speak and voice out whatever it is that they're feeling without being interrupted. And I think that's very important. Also, as your partner, you guys need to go away from the kids if you need to, maybe sit in the car and have a conversation if you don't want them hearing that you're fighting, just to hash out whatever it is that you need to talk about. But I always advocate, do not go to bed angry, because you'll find that it grows, and then the dishes become a problem, and then small things become a big problem that we could have solved on the day it happened.
It has a rippling effect. Finally,
Exactly.
talking about this and being able to be observant and seeing your parents' cues, kids are like sponges. They soak up everything they see, hear, and act on it. So how will parents be able to model grace under pressure and handling the pandemic and the lockdown by practicing self-regulation skills?
It's such a difficult thing to do, because you don't really think about it, but try not to raise your voice, whether you're arguing with your child, whether you're arguing with your spouse, because I find that when you raise your voice, it means that you're getting a bit angry, you're not listening to the other person. Try to keep your cool on both sides and check one another. You say, okay, you know what? You're raising your voice. Let everybody calm down. Let's talk to each other in a respectful way. I also say name calling and blaming is also quite a difficult one, because it's so easy to do that. But I think as families, we need to be sure that when we talk to one another, we always maintain a level of respect and dignity, not just for ourselves, but the other people, because we love each other. We never want to hurt each other, and we want to live in a place where we all are comfortable, we're happy, and we're harmonious. So don't raise your voice. Make sure that at the end of the day, you speak to one another with dignity and respect, and don't blame another person. Try to accept some responsibility and see how the situation may have gone better if everybody did what they were supposed to do.
Thank you for this. This is very valuable, going back to the basics and just being kind, loving, and respectful. Thank you so much, Doctor. We really appreciate your visit.
Of course, guys. I love you so much. And everybody stay home, stay safe, wear your mask, and don't forget to wash or sanitize your hands.
And on that note, cheers, Doc. Good mental health goes hand in hand with strong immune system. So coming up, we learn how Immuenza and Corenza Parisi work together to ensure optimal health during this flu season. Four lucky viewers can harness the all-day energy they need by standing a chance to win a 1,000 Rand pharmacy voucher, courtesy of Vitathion. To enter, simply reply to the Vitathion competition post on the Afternoon Express Facebook or Twitter page and tell us why you need Vitathion to help you boost your energy levels. The competition closes on the 27th of May at midnight, and terms and conditions can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
In other words, if that you would use when you have contracted cold or flu. And the symptoms that are most often experienced are indicated for you.
Over the past couple of weeks, we've looked deep into understanding the importance of the immune system and how it works. When it comes to fighting off colds and flus, it's important that we have a strong immune system and the right tools to give our immune system what they need. We chat to Christine Brussel from Adcock Ingram OTC on how influenza and Corenza parasi are your perfect winter companions to get you through the flu season. Welcome, Christine.
Hi, Palesa. Thank you. Good to be with you again.
Lovely to chat. So, our immune systems play a vital role in protecting us from nasty viruses and falling sick. Remind us why it is so important to build a strong immune system.
Your immune system is so important because it protects your body against infection. And when your immune system is operating at its optimum level, it ensures that your body can enjoy overall improved physical health. So it really, really is important that once we get it there, we try and keep it there. And if we don't have it there, we do our best to try and lift it to that optimum operating level.
Now, looking at these tools to help get us there, we have influenza and then we have Corenza parasi. Let's start with what the difference is.
Okay, let's talk about influenza first. Influenza assists in the maintenance of your immune system. In other words, it can be a prophylaxis or a preventative measure. What I mean by that is, even if you're not sick, it isn't a bad idea to take influenza because while you are enjoying good health, using influenza on a daily basis may help you maintain that good health going forward.
I like to say prevention is better than cure.
Well, I can agree with you on that one, but you know, being Adcock Ingram OTC, we do like to believe we have a range of medication that's suitable for all circumstances.
Yes.
Okay, so looking at Corenza parasi. Corenza parasi is a product that you would use when you have contracted cold or flu, and it offers symptomatic relief. We all know that colds and flu are self-limiting illnesses, and we need something to take that will help us get through our daily activities. So it relieves the symptoms that you're affected with when suffering from colds and flu.
Something for everyone. Love that. How does Corenza parasi help treat the symptoms of colds and flu?
Okay, so Corenza parasi, as I mentioned earlier, it works on relieving the symptoms. And the symptoms that are most often experienced during bouts of cold and flu are pain, fever, sinus, nasal, and eustachian tube mucal congestion. So the combination of ingredients in Corenza parasi, they all work in your body to relieve or even suppress those symptoms. While those ingredients are active and working away, you will feel better. But once the ingredients have been used up or worn out of your body, you will find that your symptoms start to return, and that is why most cold and flu products, you will need to take the product 2 to 3 times per day to get the ongoing relief.
Oh, okay, so here's to feeling better. Thank you so much. Now, is Corenza parasi and influenza for everyone, adults and children? And how can the whole family benefit from it?
Okay, well, both influenza and Corenza parasi are indicated for use by adults. But remember, adults always need to maintain a healthy body so that they can continue day in and day out to take care of their entire family.
So thank you so much for joining us and dropping that knowledge. We really, really appreciate it, especially as we're heading into winter.
Perfect. Thank you. Nice chatting to you.
With the immune system playing such a vital role, it's important that we take the right steps in maintaining a healthy and strong immune system to give it the care it needs this winter. Influenza gives your immune system the support it needs against the common cold or flu, whilst Corenza parasi assists in fighting off the winter flu. Looking for immune support? Influenza and Corenza parasi. Your winter cold and flu companions. I've definitely stocked up on influenza heading into this winter season, and I hope you have too. On social media, we've asked, how are you keeping up with your mental health? And we've got such lovely comments here that I have to read out for you. We've got our first comment from Nomfundo Zuma, who says, it is so overwhelming. I'm asthmatic, and the paranoia that I have is not even funny, but I jog, which helps me a bit with my anxiousness. Worse, with the schools opening soon, my daughter is also a chronic patient. However, on a lighter note, I do believe that there is lessons to be learned. And that is so true. There's lessons throughout this entire process. We've got another comment that says, from Uslindile. Uslindile uti, by listening to good music, Watching my fave show, cooking, spending time with God. That's how I manage my mentality. Hashtag Afternoon Express. Brilliant comments, guys. Please keep them coming. Lockdown level 3 is upon us, which means many of us will be returning to a somewhat normal routine. Coming up, we learn some useful tips on how to beat that 3 p.m. slump.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes, such as a trip for 2 with KLM to Amsterdam, LG G8X cell phones, LG TVs and dishwashers, guest vouchers, guest watches and accessories, plus the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win. Tropica. Nothing smoother.
4 lucky viewers can harness the Four lucky viewers can harness the all-day energy they need by standing a chance to win a 1,000 Rand pharmacy voucher, courtesy of Vitathion. To enter, simply reply to the Vitathion competition post on the Afternoon Express Facebook or Twitter page and tell us why you need Vitathion to help you boost your energy levels. The competition closes on the 27th of May at midnight, and terms and conditions can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. No matter if we're at home in lockdown, back at work, or slowly starting to get back into our normal routines, there's a time in the day in which most of us are often struck by, and that's the 3 p.m. slump. It's within those few hours post-lunch that our attention span takes a drastic halt, and our bodies simply aren't bothered to move. And as we start to adjust to this new pace in life, it's important we take right care and adopt the best lifestyle habits to keep energized throughout the day. We chat to clinical psychologist Dr. D on how we can beat the 3 p.m. slump. Hi, doctor, how are you?
Nice to be back with you, Palesa.
Now, Dr. D, why is a routine so important? And how can we keep and make sure that we are uplifted by keeping busy?
Look, a routine really is important because I think otherwise you just feel that the lockdown is taking too much hold of you. You need to be able to set yourself some goals and to have a purpose and a reason for getting up each day and feel at the end of the day that you've achieved something, whatever that is. And it's just too easy unless you set yourself some routine for that to kind of get completely out of sync. And then things like feeling not productive enough or that you haven't taken even some time out for yourself because you've been just gets out of sync. So routine really is important.
I think that your energy levels and how you're feeling internally have, they play a huge part in each other's lives, I believe. One cannot exist without the other. So we know that there are daily energy slumps. That happens. And then we also get slumps when people just feel down, depressed, and negative. So how do we know the difference?
Well, from a physical and an emotional point of view, there is just inconclusive research that we need a minimum of 7 hours sleep. People are talking about brain overload, like your brain feeling so full and stressed out. What happens during sleep? All of that gets cleaned out. That's the first thing, Palesa. And you might say, what are some of the other important things? And I have to say, you might not like it, you might not like what I'm saying, but exercise is important. There are little tips that you can do. If you're not one for running on the spot, or if you don't have a garden at this time, or, you're not going out or whatever, to make sure that you are creative enough to find some way of doing some kind of exercise. And here again is some lovely research. 2 minutes an hour. You shouldn't be sitting for longer than an hour without getting up off your chair or from that Zoom call. And in those 2 minutes, stretching exercises, going up and down steps if you've got it, some running if you can, scientifically has shown to make a huge, huge difference. So if you can do exercise, 30 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week, great. But if that's difficult, you get a huge amount of benefit from those 2 little tips. And then from an emotional point of view, you were also referring to how do you cope emotionally. There are 3 lovely questions that you can ask yourself every day. The first one, as you go to bed, is what is worrying me? What do I need to let go of? You have to decide, is it the small stuff, and not sweat the small stuff. If it's the small stuff and you can let it go down the drain, you can. If it isn't, if it's something that isn't finished, that is going to worry you, then your question is, can I clear this tomorrow? How can I have clean space between me and my partner? How can I sort out that issue that is contaminating me emotionally with my child or with my co-worker or whatever? And then another thing that you can often ask yourself, which helps a lot, and everybody is telling you this, just to be aware of what you're grateful for today. That's why I love the greeting Sawubona, I love that greeting because it means I see you. And I appreciate the fact of whatever it is that you can highlight that day. And that really helps a lot, greatly. And the other thing that has been helped to affect the immune system, another tip, is if you can leave out the sugar. It's really been shown, that sugar, the sugar part is really not good for you. And this, I think, is important. We're talking about the 3 p.m. slump. If you get the 3 p.m. slump, which used to be the 2 p.m. slump, is you can indulge the 3 p.m. slump. Now, you didn't think I was going to say that. If you know that's a low point of the day, make it your quiet time of the day. So it doesn't get control of you where you feel guilty. You say, I am in control of my life. I feel low. I feel no energy. It's called the graveyard slot. This is the time for my time out. I will take the half an hour or
Thank you,
even
Dr.
the hour.
Thank you for that, Dr. D. You have made sure that every single point in our life, we've got check marks, making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, within our space, we are ready, we are energized, and we are taking on positively a new day. We appreciate you. I am taking control of my life. I am in charge, and I am incredibly energetic. Thank you so much, Dr. D.
Thank you.
4 lucky viewers can harness the all-day energy they need by standing a chance to win a 1,000 Rand pharmacy voucher, courtesy of Vitathion. To enter, simply reply to the Vitathion competition post on the Afternoon Express Facebook or Twitter page and tell us why you need Vitathion to help you boost your energy levels. The competition closes on the 27th of May at midnight, and terms and conditions can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Activate your beast mode with Vitathion. Talking about beating the slump, I'm loving to see everybody's contribution on Twitter, sending me their competition posts. Brilliant. So we asked you on social media, how do you manage your mental health? And we've got Inlindile Manene, who says, #Afternoon Express, I manage my mental health, Pali, by always finding something to do, whether it's doing a house chore, studying, or listening to music, or even exercising in the house. It's really great to not be always sitting down doing absolutely nothing. And that's exactly what we just heard the expert speaking about. Don't sit down, stay active. We also have another viewer saying, Usbugelen, saying, by listening to good music. I love good music too, definitely keeping us in a good mental space. By tuning into Afternoon Express, though, you already are winning in life. So coming up, we connect with another lucky winner in the phenomenal #Sisonke with Galaxy campaign.
Next time on the penultimate installment of Tropic Island of Treasure Curacao, only 2 smooth teams remain in the race for 1 million rand.
This is what it's about.
Let's go!
If you panic, we fall. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
There must be one more somewhere.
I'm on the verge of giving up.
Come on, for 1 million rand. We're not letting Cool Red take us.
That's Saturday at 8 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Own it.
an ever-evolving world, the power of artificial intelligence is being used to constantly transform and improve our lives, whether it's to simplify our daily tasks, make our tech devices smarter, or predict the data with absolute accuracy. AI is part of our lives in every way, whether we know it or not. And today, I'm joined by Dr. Mark Nasila, FNB's Chief Analytics Officer, who is here to show us how AI is set to change the world of banking. Welcome to the show, Dr. Mark.
Thank you very much for having me, Palisa.
Now, some people hear the words AI and think talking robots. But how can you define what AI is for our viewers?
So AI, or artificial intelligence, is a branch of computer sciences that deals with making systems, processes, or machines execute functions that require human intelligence.
Now, you've gone above and beyond and created an AI solution called Manila, which has been adopted by FNB. Now, what is Manila and how does it work specifically in the world of banking?
So the current global conditions have shown us that our systems and processes are subject to even more complex forms of financial crime. On an ongoing basis, we're required to monitor and protect our customers from these forms of crime, as well as monitor certain regulatory requirements. This implies that our analysts, our forensic analysts, will receive a lot of triggers. When an analyst receives this, what they normally have to do is collect a lot of information, sometimes from 50 sources of data, then create a view and do a bit of analysis. After doing this analysis, they do write a rationale to support that they're finding evidence from the data based on the analysis, and this is used by the quality assurance team to make a decision. As you can see, this process is tedious and may take hours. For these reasons, we built Manila within the bank. What Manila does is it's an AI system which pulls together all these sources of data like an analyst would have done. Manila then hands over a synopsis in Word document to the analyst who does quality assurance and makes the decision. Manila takes up to as low as 8 seconds to actually generate this report, a process which used to take hours or even days based on how complex the profile of the customer is. And this is one way we're making sure that we enhance our risk management processes to get to the decisions faster so that we can protect our customers, our platform, and enable them to use our services in a safe way.
Doc, then how can AI and humans work together?
So in this instance, as an example for Manila, it used to be a tedious problem, doing the manual work of collecting data. Our analysts are working with Manila by allowing Manila to do all the repetitive hard tasks, and they just focus on making the decision as well as quality assurance. The other part where our analysts are working with Manila is to help to continuously improve Manila so that Manila can keep up with how criminals are operating. Manila can keep up with trends of the way crimes are manifesting on our platforms.
Then how can the AI technology like Manila benefit the everyday banker like myself?
So as a banker yourself, first of all, your institution is a partner to your life. They enable you get services and products, and they enable you to actually run part of your life that depends on your finances. Banking as an industry, as a service, is expensive, and through Manila, first of all, we're making sure that the customer benefits. This is an in-house solution, so it doesn't cost the customer, so we're able to protect the customers at the lowest services. The other aspect is redefining the ways of working and engagement. As I said, the digital expectation in the digital world requires us to respond quickly, to do things for our customers. And if there are any inquiries or any assessment or anything suspicious we feel on the customer, required to assess on the customer, we do it quickly with such a technology. But in addition to that, we are on a platform journey, and solutions such as Manila are being leveraged by our customers or even partners in the future to making sure that we're not just providing banking services and products, but we're partnering with several organizations to making sure that we build a desirable society.
A few months ago, you were featured in an article stating that quantum computing is poised to upend industries from finance to medicine and beyond, especially for organizations investing in AI. What is quantum computing, and why should organizations that are investing in AI also think about quantum computing?
So a lot of organizations are investing in AI, just like we built our AI being driven by normal computing systems, or what we call classical computers. And our classical computers have been helpful to us since the 50s or 40s when IBM came up with the first computer, to the internet, and up to now, all of us have a small computer called a smartphone, which executes a lot of functionality. But we must realize that these computers have been programmed on a logic which follows a binary form, a 1 or a 0. So, for example, a switch can be on or it can be off. Now, this is a big challenge. And an example will be we're in the middle of a pandemic that is proving that things can be very complex and deceptive. Nature doesn't just come in the forms of 1s and 0s. This is the reason why organizations have to think about quantum computing. Quantum computing basically leverages the theory of quantum mechanics, which looks at how nature really works for things to happen. As an example, if you're to toss a coin, right, when the coin is in the air, you don't know whether it will turn out to be a head or a tail when it falls down. In normal circumstances, everyone will think it will be a head or a tail. Now, quantum computing allows you to represent the head or a tail, but it also allows you to go into a state called a superposition that allows multiple states at the same time, which is basically the way nature happens. It's important that organizations realize the problems of the future, especially while focusing on society, will be complex, and it's important that quantum computing is a part of their plan to be able to be relevant and solve relevant problems in the future.
Thank you so much for breaking that down. You made it sound so easy. I appreciate that, Dr. Mark. Now, there are so many youngsters or students who would be keen to venture into AI or data science space. What would you advise them that they have to do?
When we start with those who are in primary school or high school, they first of all need to focus on studying mathematical sciences. The foundations of AI and data science are built on mathematical theory and statistical theory, and how they apply to solving problems. Then we do have a lot of graduates who are in colleges who are already studying mathematics and sciences. They can look forward to looking for internships. They can look forward to joining companies for training, and the society is very open today. We have a lot of online programs, courses that are allowing people to use their skills to learn how to work and apply their skills to building how they can contribute to the field of AI. So there are various ways of acquiring skills and being part of the value chain, including getting mentors online to make sure that they can assist them in measuring them and directing them to the right areas to acquire skills so that they can be able to join part of this journey.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mark, for breaking that down for me. It sounds so incredible, everything that FNB is doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us here.
All of our viewers appreciate it, and myself included. It's fascinating to see how FNB is harnessing the power of AI to make our banking experiences faster, smarter, and safer. We'd love to hear from you, so connect with us online and let us know your thoughts on AI.
We can help you bank safely from the comfort of your home. Download the FNB app. FNB, how can we help you?
AI technology is all around us. It helps us live these days, making life faster, easier, and so much more efficient. So hats off and salute to FNB for all the incredible work that they do. Now, for most of us, the national lockdown has meant not seeing our families and friends, but Samsung has made it their mission to help us stay at home and connected this May with their hashtag Sisonke with Galaxy campaign. Yesterday, we announced Natasha and her son Ashton Higgs as the lucky winners of a brand new Samsung TV when they won it with Samsung's hashtag Sisonke with Galaxy campaign. And today, we're at it again when we announce yet another winner. So you already know what we're about to do. Drum roll, please. Congratulations to Tommy Mabasa from Limpopo. You are the lucky winner of a Samsung 55-inch television. Hi, Tommy. How you feeling?
Hi, Palesa. I'm so excited.
You sound excited to me. Now, look, you are walking away with a brand new Samsung television. Not many people can say that.
Yeah, I didn't even expect it as well. But hey, I was lucky and I won it. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm excited for you. Now, the purpose of this campaign is to make life at home easier, especially during the national lockdown period. How will this TV help you get through the national lockdown?
You know, it will help me because now I will have some private moments with my girlfriend to watch Netflix because this is a smart TV, as you know, that I can connect with Netflix and everything. So I can even have my private place where I can, you know, connect with my PlayStation and play some FIFA without someone telling me that they want to tune in for some other program or channel, you know, those kind of things.
Looks like date night is completely transformed here with this new TV. Make sure that you also have a date with Afternoon Express. I say it to everyone who wins a TV, and I'll keep saying it, I am shameless. Now, how will your family enjoy the TV as well? You know, you can't just play games by yourself.
Yes, you know, I've got a niece who enjoys watching cartoons and want to watch cartoons even when we want to watch other programs and stuff. So she as well gonna enjoy it. She can tune to it and any channel of cartoons and enjoy herself while we deal with the other TV and watching our programs.
Oh, very touching. Now, Tommy, more importantly, will you encourage other people to enter with Sisonke Galaxy campaign?
Yes, I would say to everyone who's buying Samsung smartphones, they can actually join the campaign. It's not a scam, it's a real. I didn't expect that I'm going to win. And here I am now. I'm a winner. I've won and a TV that is worth so much thousands. So it's not a scam. People can join in and win as well.
Thank you so much for that message. Pinch yourself. It is indeed real, Tommy. You know what I'm about to do at the end of every single winner. I have 3 incredible words I'm going to say, Sisonke, and I need you to reply with Galaxy. Do you think you can do that for me, Tommy?
Yes, I will.
Okay, perfect. Sounds like a plan. Chefs, are you ready?
Yes. Yeah,
1,
ready.
2, 3. Sisonke.
Galaxy.
Sisonke.
Galaxy.
Sisonke.
Galaxy.
Thank you again, Tommy, and congratulations for winning this incredible 55-inch Samsung TV with their Sisonke with Galaxy campaign. You too at home can win by any Galaxy mobile device from the 15th to the 31st of May 2020. Enter on Samsung members and you can be the next lucky winner. Stay tuned as we announce more winners next week right here on Afternoon Express. Bye, Tommy.
Bye-bye, Vanessa. Thank you so much.
I love giving things away, and especially during this time, it just helps boost everyone's mood. Thank you so much, Tommy, for entering, and encourage everyone else to do the same. Social media is on fire. I'm seeing people working out and having such an incredible time, which I love. Oh, Bruno here says, though, I'm going to open up Bruno's chat because he is speaking about our most beloved chefs. Chef Anele, I just also have to, correction, Anele from now on, and Chef Tumi saying that they are the best. So, Bruno, Stay tuned because we have to catch up with the girls very, very soon. Winter is for hearty and healthy meals that will give us the nutrition we need to combat the flu season. So coming up, our expert chefs Stumi and Anele show us a delectable roast veg salad. Delicious! Twitter played me.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us yet again. It's a beautiful Wednesday today, and as we said, we're going to be making a delicious winter salad.
It's freezing.
It is.
And I need something hot in my belly.
I know, me too, hey? And this is why the salad is perfect, because it's a winter salad. Just because it's winter doesn't mean we have to stop with our salads, right?
And what I like about it, it's vegetarian.
Yes.
Yay!
And it's full of flavor still, so let's just get into it, right? So to start off, I'm going to be roasting my peppers in the oven. What I love about peppers is that they're high in vitamin C, so they're perfect for this time of year, especially with us trying to boost our immune system. So I'm going in with my peppers here that I'm going to pour some of our olive oil on there, our olive brand from Olive Pride. I'm going to put this into the oven, roast it for a couple of minutes, and then get busy with the rest of the ingredients. Actually, what are you doing over there, actually? What's happening?
Well, I just want to say about Olive Pride, I love the neutral flavor and that scent of olive oil. I just love it. And I love it. It's perfect for salads, for baking, for cooking, for everything.
It is, you're right.
I am scorching a pepper on this side. You know, it gives that real crunchy and like dark flavor, you know, that you want. Yes. But I love what you're doing as well, but you need to soften it.
Of course, because we also want those juices that come from roasting. The sugars actually get released from it, so you don't even need a lot of flavoring. You don't need a lot of additional spices and all of that, because the actual vegetables themselves will be releasing all the flavor that we need. So to do the rest of our ingredients here, I've got some baby marrow and some zucchini. Sorry, some baby marrow and some aubergine that I'm going to be grilling on this grill here. What we want to do is those grill marks are going to also add a bit of flavor to this, because we want that smokiness. And like we said, it's a winter salad, so we want to keep it nice and warm.
Yeah. And what people also want to say, as soon as you grill something or heat it up, it becomes sweet and delicious.
Yes.
So sweet peppers become sweeter.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And onions become sweet, and the baby marrows become sweet.
Oh,
but it's also savory, and that is a wonder about nature, you know, everything in one. But I'm going to start whipping up a little salad dressing here.
Yes, because what's a salad without a dressing, right?
Yeah. And people think that you always need like a machine to make a nice little mayonnaise. But I've just added an egg in here, just the egg yolk, not the whites. That's my secret. So, and I'm going to add some of this beautiful Olive Pride. That's perfect for salad dressings. And I'm going to start whipping while you carry on that side.
Okay, some arm muscles right there, right? So while you're doing that, I'm carrying on with the salad here. I've got our aubergine, or most people call it eggplant.
Yeah.
I've got that grilling on our pan over there. And then I'm getting started with our zucchini, which I'm also going to put on the grill, which is another thing that's amazing about the salad, that you don't have to worry about having too much equipment.
Yes.
One pan, one oven, you're sorted. Everything else is literally fresh. So we're going to go in with a bit of salt and a bit of our oil here. It's got a beautiful blend, like you said earlier. It's got that beautiful blend of the seed oils, the olive oil. So like, again, you don't need a lot of flavor. You don't need a lot of additional spices because the actual flavor from the oil and the vegetables themselves is all the flavoring you need.
Yeah. I'm going to add some lemon zest in here just to give it a zhuzh up. So in the salad dressing and a bit of, daar gaan ons thingy, but that is what happens in a normal kitchen, in my kitchen as well.
Of course.
So I'm just going to add that and a bit of lemon juice to this and a touch of honey and mustard.
Of course.
And then I'm going to start whisking again.
So while you're doing that, you're adding a bit of sweetness to the salad. So we've got a bit of salty here with the salt and pepper that I'm going to add. We've got a bit of feta, which adds the salty part as well. You've got the sweetness from the dressing. We've literally got all the elements from it here. And to the salad, I'm also going to add some nuts that add that additional creaminess to our salad. So that's another thing. Whenever you make salads, try not to make it very one texture. We've got some crunch here. We've got some smokiness from the stuff in the grill. We've got some sweetness from your honey dressing. This is going to be an amazing salad, and it's perfect for winter because it keeps you nice and warm and it's filling.
My salad dressing is done. It's delicious, but an easy tip for people. Just have a little bottle. Everybody's got an empty bottle. Add some vinegar or some acidity to it.
Okay.
Add a pinch of pepper or some seasoning. Add some salt, some pepper, and then add your oil. Always 2/3 oil and 1/3 acidic. Acid or silicon.
Acid, yeah?
Acid. And then you just get your daily workout routine, sister. Like, woo, woo, woo,
you don't need any more exercise. That's all the exercise you need.
The doctor said we need exercise for our mental health. Well, I'm exercising away. Perfect. Look at
You
this.
just assemble this beautiful salad. We add all these ingredients together, and you literally have a delicious winter salad ready to enjoy for you and your family.
Thank you. I want to taste this.
Gosh, I'm actually going to go. If you want this recipe, guys, make sure you go onto the website to get it. Otherwise, we're going to just keep enjoying all these recipes that we're making ourselves.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
Dumi, it's as if you've got the social media phone in your hands, because that is exactly what our viewers are saying. They really are loving the recipes and they're trying them at home. We've got a top fan here, Ukhontle, who says, I have found comfort in writing poems. Baking mtase is always the best therapy. Been trying y'all recipes. They are amazing. Keep serving us. #Afternoon Express. Thank you so much, guys, for getting these recipes and sending it to our people. They're actually trying them. Yay, success. Head over to our website if you want to be just like Khontle. Now join us tomorrow as we meet comedian Anne Hirsch, and she's going to tickle our funny bones. We also have Chef Alex Tarot, he's going to be sharing some recipe industry challenges during COVID-19. Until then, good night, stay safe, and happy eating, South Africa. Mwah. Cheers, guys.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.